Alright, what's up, chat? Today I'm doing my second tutorial. Today I'm going to be going over how you can use an idleable macro to help you get the achievement Whip and Primogen in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt, or most people just call it Bloodhunt. So you get your website, AutoHotkey right here, autohotkey.com, and then you press the little green button. You get these two versions. I did this version. Yeah, alright, here we go. So I did two. It'll be like install. There you go. Install, blah, 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 blah. When you open your program, you will be pressing new script. You're gonna give it a name. You name it name. I named mine Bloodhunt that I used for this. You want to empty on clean slate. This is important. This is where all of your scripts will download. Just pay attention to this because you will need to know where all of your scripts are saved in order to get to them. So I created it. It opened it in my script folder. And then this is it. You do need to edit it in the notepad. You can get to the script and where you're going to edit it. This right here is where you're going to put your text. Alright, so as you can see, I copy and pasted my text in. Yours should look exactly like this. This will be in a link somewhere where I can share this so you guys have access to this. After this, do not forget to save, of course. Now that we saved it, now that we edited it, just so you know, if you hover over it, it will tell you the name of the file. Obviously, that's not the right one. So then we go here. You want to open it. Now, if you go back to your caret, it's open. This is the script now. So now at this point, you're good to go. You can close this. You don't need this open. You just need the file open. However, do not press F1 yet. At this point, we're going to be jumping into the game and getting the game ready from the game's point of view. But at this point, the script is ready. So this is part 1 of 2. Now we're moving on to part 2 of 2. Alright, so to begin, double check and make sure your script is open. You can do this by checking your caret and making sure you see the green icon. After that, if you haven't done so already, we're going to be loading into the game. First things first, you need to make sure your game display is set under full screen and the resolution is set as 1920 by 1080. The reason you're doing this is with the specific script, it won't work under anything else. Now that you've done so, save your settings and click back out to the lobby. Make sure you're under the single player game mode, and once you're under that, we're good to go. Press Q and then immediately press F. After doing so, the script should be running if you've done this correctly. I do highly recommend at this point you sit and watch the screen, making sure that the script is running. Unfortunately, it takes about 4 minutes from start to finish each match, so the only way to do this is to sit and make sure manually. Some notes I want to say are that first off, this does only work on PC. Second, you can't really use your computer while you do this. This is something that you AFK for whatever extended period of time you choose and or need. Third, for me, in total, this AFK process took around 35 hours when I already started doing this at level 26. So please keep that in mind since the game is announced to end on April 28th, 2026. And lastly, I want to give you a warning urging you to please not use macros from random sources. It's extremely easy for you to download something dangerous. For that reason is why I'm specifically not just sharing the .ahk file and instead showing you how to use this program yourself. As you guys can see, my script was successful and just auto-exited the game as is intended. Just for reference, I will show this again. Now that you have made sure the script is working and turned on, you're good to step away from the PC. I hope this helped, and I hope to see you guys get your 100%. Bye!